Welcome to Storyflix. In this video, we will explain Fall in Love Like a Star. This movie tells the story of a star and a former assistant reconnect and must keep their romance a secret. When many problems hit, can these two people who love each other maintain their love and meet again in the end? Let's find out in Fall in Love Like a Star. Fall in Love Like a Star begins by showing a man named Su Shinju, an instrument tuner for a rock band who dreams of becoming a famous music artist and has many fans. When Shinju was engrossed in fantasizing about performing on stage in front of many people, he was suddenly surprised by a beautiful woman named Tian Xin, the band's assistant. The scene then shows Tian Xin bringing a glass of water to the band's drummer. Instead, the man seduced Tian Xin and commented on her body shape, so Tian Xin accidentally spilled some water and wet her clothes. Seeing this, Shinju, who was also annoyed by the band's drummer's behavior, secretly took the drum cymbal lock, handed a tissue to Tian Xin, and told her that they would see an interesting show. That night, when the band's drummer started the band's performance by hitting a cymbal, suddenly the cymbal bounced and hit his face. This made the band's drummer the object of ridicule from the audience. After that, Shinju and Tian Xin were fired from their jobs. The two then have dinner together, where Tian Xin thanks Shinju for defending her and apologizes that her defense actually caused him to be fired from his job. But Shinju said that he didn't care about the job because all he did was tune the instrument and never play it on stage. Shinju then reveals to Tian Xin that he dreams of becoming a famous singer-songwriter, while Tian Xin confesses that she wants to become a talent agent and manager of famous artists. Over time, Shinju and Tian Xin became closer and fell in love with each other, after which they both decided to date. On the way home, in a slightly drunken state, the two of them kissed passionately. Shortly after having a romantic relationship, Shinju expressed his desire to his girlfriend to continue his studies in England. Shinju then gave her a red bracelet so that Tian Xin would never forget him, while Tian Xin gave him a pen. At first, Tian Xin wanted to give money to her boyfriend because she knew that living abroad was very expensive. However, Shinju refused. The two of them then promised each other not to forget each other. 5 years have passed, and now Shinju has become a popular music artist. One day, Shinju was filming a music video with a beautiful celebrity named Mei Li. On the other hand, Mei Li, who is in love with Shinju, seems to openly show her feelings for him by asking Shinju out. But Shinju seemed to ignore Mei Li and then left her. Shinju's fans seemed to throng the area outside the filming location and cheered happily when they saw his appearance who was about to get into his car. Shinju has become a popular music artist and an advertising model that is in demand and loved by many people, whose faces and names are plastered all over the country. After filming, his manager, a woman named Mei Jie, told Shinju that he had to attend an awards ceremony. Mei told Shinju that he won the voting award as the ideal man in the car, where more than 70% of young women in China chose him as their husband. Mei then told Shinju that she had received an offer from a film producer who wanted to recruit him to act in a teen idol film. Meanwhile elsewhere, Tian Xin was seen in a hurry on her way to a talent agency company because it was her first day working as a talent agent. It turned out that the talent agency company where Tian Xin worked was the same company that oversees Shinju. Upon arrival, Tian Xin coincidentally ran into Shinju as well as Mei. The scene then switches to show a flashback of 3 years ago, where at that time Shinju, who was continuing her studies in England and working part-time as kitchen staff at a restaurant, received a call from Tian Xin saying that she wanted to break up with him. Shinju thought that Tian Xin was joking. However, Tian Xin insists that she wants to end their relationship because the calls from Shinju bother her so much. Tian Xin also tells Shinju that now she has a good job and is looking for a new boyfriend. In fact, Tian Xin just wanted Shinju to focus more on his studies and not waste money calling her because overseas calls were very expensive. The scene goes back to the present, where Shinju completely ignores Tian Xin's presence in front of him and leaves her just like that. When Tian Xin arrived at the talent agency's division room, she was suddenly shocked by the commotion that was going on there, where employees were crowding in front of their boss's room. There, Tian Xin saw Shinju, who was arguing with his manager and his boss about the offer to play a movie that Mei took unilaterally without discussing it with him first. The debate finally culminated in Mei deciding to no longer be Shinju's manager. After that, Shinju chose Tianxin as his new manager. They then visited a restaurant and Tianxin asked Shinju why he had chosen her as his manager. Shinju instead asked a quick question and Tianxin answered it spontaneously. After that, Shinju left the restaurant. When Tianxin returned to her apartment, she observed a painting of a lonely woman looking up at the dark sky. Tianxin then took off the red bracelet Shinju had given her and hung it over the painting. After that, she got a message from Shinju asking her to come to his apartment tomorrow morning. The next day, Tianxin arrived at Shinju's apartment and looked around Shinju's luxurious apartment while waiting for his arrival. Tianxin was very impressed with Shinju's collection of various traditional and modern musical instruments. Not long after, Shinju appeared and said that his purpose in asking Tianxin to come to his apartment was to show off the luxury of his apartment at Tianxin. The two of them got into a small fight. Over the next few weeks, Tianxin started to get busy doing her job, taking care of all of Shinju's schedule and making sure everything ran smoothly. One day, when Shinju was about to sign a contract with a well-known brand, he lost his favorite pen. Because of that, he was reluctant to sign the contract. Tianxin tried to persuade Shinju to use another pen, but he persisted. Not long after, one of Shinju's assistants came and gave his favorite pen that he had left behind. It turned out that Shinju's favorite pen was the one Tianxin had given him a few years ago. When Tianxin asked why Shinju still kept the pen, he coldly told Tianxin not to think any further. That night, Tianxin looked pensive thinking about Shinju and recalled the good memories when they were together. Tianxin apparently never forgot Shinju and still loves him to this day. The next day, while having lunch, Tianxin accidentally met her senior at university, a man named Chen Xuan, who is now a chef by profession. The two of them were then involved in a casual conversation where Tianxin admitted that she was now working as Shinju's manager. Elsewhere, Shinju is seen doing makeup with Mei Li to film together again. Mei Li looked excited because she was again paired with Shinju and hoped they could become a real couple, but Shinju again paid no heed to her words. Meanwhile, the talent agency company's boss is discussing Shinju's success with Mei. With pride, Mei said that Shinju was able to succeed now thanks to her taking care of and accompanying Shinju since the beginning of his career. At the same time, Tianxin just carried on with her work, so she didn't need any appreciation. Mei then emphasized that she had no regrets at all when she ended her partnership with Shinju and thought that Shinju was arrogant and ungrateful. Mei, who is currently handling an upcoming musician named Gao Mang, apparently secretly wants to make him Shinju's rival and intends to bring down Shinju's popularity. In a meeting, the rivalry between Shinju and Gao was clearly visible. Mei blatantly said that she had proposed Gao Mang to replace Shinju in the Teen Idol film project some time ago. Mei then quipped Shinju by saying that don't blame others when his popularity declines. However, Tianxin defended Shinju by saying that Shinju is a typical person who is not in a hurry to achieve success and prefers to enjoy the process. Before the meeting ended, they were told that Song Ming, the legendary music producer, was looking for new musicians to work with. Mei certainly didn't want to waste this opportunity because whoever worked with Song Ming, his career in the music industry would immediately skyrocket. Hearing this, Tianxin was determined to get Song Ming to work with Shinju. But as it turned out, Song Ming was not a man who was easy to approach and work with. When Tianxin came to him with the cooperation proposal documents, the man violently threw the documents into the swimming pool and told her to go into the water and pick them up. On the other hand, Mei has increased Gao's popularity and has made him an idol loved by teenagers. In fact, Gao managed to get rid of Shinju in the voting award as the ideal man in the whole country. Not wanting Shinju to be influenced by news of Gao's success and popularity, Tianxin then turned off the television and asked Shinju to focus more on composing songs to persuade Song Ming with his original work. However, Shinju was already feeling frustrated and wanted to give up because he thought that Song Ming would never glance at him. Even so, Tianxin still encouraged Shinju not to give up. Shinju said that he had lost his inspiration to write songs. Therefore, Tianxin took the initiative to take Shinju to a place where they would not be disturbed by the paparazzi so that he could get inspired to write songs again. It turned out that Tianxin took Shinju to a restaurant that held a jazz music performance. Tianxin and Xinju seemed to enjoy the atmosphere there along with people who were also very enthusiastic about watching the music performance. When the show was over, one of the band members asked Xinju to come on stage and sing a song. Xinju then plays the piano and sings a romantic song that makes everyone mesmerized by him, including Tianxin. Unbeknownst to the two of them, Song Ming was there and was deeply impressed by Xinju's musical talent. One night, Tianxin went out with her friends to celebrate the birthday of one of her friends. She drank herself drunk and sent a message to Xinju saying that she still loved him. The next day, Xinju demands that she explain herself to him. During the shooting of the music video, where Xinju had to ride a hot air balloon, suddenly the straps of the hot air balloon came off and the hot air balloon flew high. Tianxin tries to save Xinju, but the woman instead joins the hot air balloon and gets trapped with Xinju. When they finally landed, Tianxin explained to Xinju why she dumped him. After hearing the explanation, Xinju suggests that they rekindle their relationship. Although Tianxin is hesitant, she reluctantly agrees. There, they stargaze and compare themselves to stars. Sometime later, Xinju and Tianxin thrive as popular music artists and managers. One day, Tianxin is sick, and Xinju decides to visit her in his apartment, disguised as a woman. But when he got there, he saw Tianxin was with Chen Xuan and was misunderstood and jealous. Because he was already jealous, Xinju then replied to Tianxin by making out with Mei Li while filming the video clip. Xinju and Tianxin then set up a plan for dinner by taking Chen Xuan and Mei Li along to make each other jealous. But then, Xinju and Tianxin hugged each other after receiving the good news that Song Ming would consider working with Xinju. Hearing this, Mei immediately became annoyed, ordering a paparazzi to look for Xinju's disgrace and intending to bring down him by exposing his disgrace in public. Moments later, Xinju and Tian decide to have sex, and the paparazzi manage to catch them on camera through the open window. When the paparazzi gave the photos to Mei, she then called Tianxin to her office and showed these photos to her. Mei also berates Tianxin and asks her to resign because if the photo is leaked to the public, Xinju's music career will be over. Not wanting to hurt Xinju, Tianxin obeyed Mei's words. On the other hand, Xinju managed to achieve success with his new album co-produced with Song Ming and his popularity skyrocketed. He also achieved his dream to appear on a big and majestic stage and witnessed many fans who chanted his name. Meanwhile, Tianxin, who witnessed Xinju's performance on stage, couldn't help but smile sadly because she had to leave him to protect his career and success. While in the dressing room, Tianxin wrote a message to Xinju saying that she wasn't good enough for him and chose to leave him. Xinju then looked for Tianxin's whereabouts, but he only found, as well as a painting of the two of them looking at the stars. Long story short, feeling frustrated after his separation from Tianxin, Xinju then wrote a song that described his feelings of loss after being abandoned by Tianxin for no apparent reason and also describes how much he misses her. Unexpectedly, the song titled Missing You received appreciation from all walks of life. After releasing an album of the same name, Xinju was nominated for an award ceremony. On the other hand, Tianxin also attended the award ceremony and watched from afar as Xinju won with a look full of emotion. Xinju then delivered his speech and talked about Yan. Xinju says that she doesn't know where Tianxin is right now or why she left him again, but he really hopes that Tianxin will come back to him. At the end of his speech, Xinju expressed his love for Tianxin in front of everyone and told her that he wanted to meet her at the place where they had dated in the past and said he would wait for her there. After that, Mei, who was touched by Xinju's words about Tianxin, asked him to fight back to get his love and happiness. Xinju and Tianxin were finally reunited at the park, where they had dated when they weren't as famous as they are now. The lovers then reunite their love and kiss passionately.